Commercial films are important, and it's very good if commercial film like kuda hero ko role kadichudna. It's like amazing. It's like everything. Problem with remakes is you lose a soul because it's never what you see. It's the skeleton of the film. It's a time when filmmakers also are trying to do more for the girls, thankfully.
Hi Samantha, nice to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
This is Sudhir Srinivasan and this is Cinema Express, the cinema division of the New Indian Express. First, I think நம்ம ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுல இந்த வருஷம் has been quite fruitful for you, இல்லையா? If I remember, I mean, you've got Rangasthalam, you've got Irumbathirai, and of course you've also got Mahanati. So it seems like you can do no wrong right now.
I hope so. I hope that continues for the rest of the year. ஏன்னா எனக்கு வந்து uturn தமிழ் இருக்கு, தமிழ் தெலுங்கு இருக்கு, சீமராஜா இருக்கு, சூப்பர் டிலக்ஸ் இருக்கு இந்த வருஷத்துக்கே. So it's I hope that the good luck continues this year. It's quite an important year.
So what are you attributing all this success to? I mean, are there some things that you've sort of changed about how you pick?
It comes naturally, right? After you've been in the industry for 8 years, it's you learn, you know your growth, you know how fast you're growing at, and what leaps of faith you can take, and when. Like modella, first few years is about setting. It's like getting people used to you and.
Right.
Like your face and then what you do, and
so on the time you don't
have to do big films, stand behind the hero, things like that you do so that people know who you are. And நான் இப்போ வந்து ஆரம்பிக்கும்போதே ஒரு யூட்டர்ன் பண்ணியிருந்தா யார் பார்த்துருப்பா? யாருக்குமே தெரியாது. It will just be it will been a blip. So it's important. This journey is important. Commercial films are important, and it's very good if commercial film like kuda hero ko role kadichudna. It's like amazing. It's like everything. So everything is a journey. It takes you that long to come.
And right now adukkaga da it seems like you're trying to achieve a healthy balance between
both. And it feels like suddenly ipo gear maathirukanga performance ku. No, it's not that. It's something that I've always wanted to do. It's just that it takes you that long to get here.
Right.
And it also it's a time when filmmakers also are trying to do more for the girls, thankfully.
And ipo it seems to me that you're now at a space where neenga sonna mari ipo oru big banneriyum taandi oru big heroyum taandi right now you seem to have the liberty to also look at na idla am I so necessary, na idla enna pandren அப்படின்ற ஒரு
இப்போ வந்து it's for the love of the art. It's not trying to be in some rat race or trying to be there on every poster, and I don't care anymore.
Although I think it does.
Yeah, that's true. I do seem like I'm full of myself. I mean, like it's not. It doesn't. I don't feel insecure if I don't have a big film anymore. But to maybe 2 years back, I would have been fearful of my standing if I didn't have a big hero film.
I have to ask you this about U-turn specifically. ஏன்னா இது வந்து I know it's a Kannada film of course, but இந்த படம் sort of urban centersல it sort of percolated even when it was a Kannada film, இல்லையா? Much like Lucia, which was the director's previous film. And இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு படம் which is mounted on a lot of twists essentially. ஓரளவுக்கு கொஞ்சம் பாப்புலராக இருக்கும்போது அது இந்த தமிழ் ரீமேக் கூடிய அனுபவத்தை எந்த விதத்துலையாவது பாதிக்குமா?
I always wanted to make this film only with the original director.
Right.
So I've been a fan of his work. Lucia, Lucia is. When I watched Lucia, I was quite. It was ahead of its time then, and I really been a fan of his work. And U-turn, vande, idhila, he's a very very realistic kind of person, and அவர் வந்து okay இது ஹிட் ஆயிருக்கு கன்னடால. How to take this content and make it better.
Right.
So he's kind of given us an updated kind of new take, new approach
I see.
to his own film.
Right.
அது கட்டாயமா பண்ணிருக்காரு. The people who have watched it itself, who have watched the original, feel like they're not watching a new film with the same kind of story.
Right. So you're saying இது கொஞ்சம் புதுமைப்படுத்தினதுனால அதனுடைய கதை நிறைய பேர் தெரிஞ்சதுனாலும் இது ஒன்றும்
ஆனா because it's the original director, soul miss ஆகாது.
Right.
The problem with remakes is you lose a soul because it's never what you see, it's the skeleton of the film. Like ஒரு remake பண்ணும்போது நம்ம இந்த scene இப்படி shoot பண்ணானா that's called a remake. No, right. But it's the skeleton behind right. what went into that scene.
Right.
So who knows it better than the director of the original film? So he won't lose the soul, right. But he's given a more like he's updated it.
Right. And I have a selfish question mainly because I remember from the first film that the journalists belong to the New Indian Express, I think. The original film.
Yes.
அது மாத்தினா மட்டும் நீங்க
ஐயோ ரிவ்யூஸ் மாத்திப்பீங்களா?
நான் ட்ரெய்லர் பார்த்தேன் of course. ரொம்ப I mean it was as intense as the original film. A reliable source tells me that you're sort of allergic to glycerin and that you don't quite use it அப்படினு. அண்ட் அந்த முதல் படத்தில் ஒரு 2-3 இன்டென்ஸ் சீன்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதில் அழகிற மாதிரி. ஸோ நான் என்ன கேட்குறேன்னா, இப்போ are you the sort of person who can just switch it on when you want to, or do you have to stay in the mood?
No, not at all. I'll just be like this, and then in the next second there'll be tears in my eyes. Right. So I'm not the kind of person who is very have to be intense. I know நிறைய actors பார்த்திருக்கேன், that's their style of work, that even 10 minutes before the scene they'll work themselves up right. into it. But I'm not that. I wish I was, but I'm not that, and I can't prepare. I believe that in spontaneity comes truth.
Right.
If you intelligently, with all respect to method acting and like preparing for a role, நான் வந்து நிறைய absorb பண்ணுவேன், like around the people around me, whatever I can absorb I'll absorb, but right. in terms of preparing for a scene I can never do that. So because
you'll just wing it.
I'll just be whatever spontaneous, because even if I fumble, even if I make mistakes, it comes from there's truth in it, there's surprise in it, there's mistakes in it. So audience, like, I feel like to see that right. more than intelligent acting, like more than they see intelligence.
சரி, இப்போ அந்த இடத்துல இப்போ அழகா வர வைக்கணும்னா நீங்க உங்க வாழ்க்கையோட சோகங்கள்
nothing. No. I guess it's for me it's just as simple as laughing, like right. When you have to fake laugh, you have to fake cry.
Right.
So it's just as simple as that. But yeah, I think it's something that everybody else talks about it like it's some big thing, but I don't think it's a big thing.
Right. இப்போ I know some actors who say that இந்த ஒரு கேரக்டர் வந்து very far removed from who I am, so எனக்கு அது ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது. சில பேர் வந்து கொஞ்சம் அவங்களுடைய ஒரு சில traits வந்து அந்த கேரக்டர்ல இருந்தா they feel they can do a better job at it because it's more relatable. And this year I think Rangastalam's character I doubt would be too relatable to who you are. But in the U-turn la character, slightly urban character, yeah. journalist, who sort of understands society and guessing as you or I do.
Yeah.
Do you have a personal preference when it comes to these roles? இன்னொரு புது வாழ்க்கையை வாழற அனுபவம் இன்னும் பெட்டரா இருக்குமா, இல்ல கொஞ்சம் where I can tap into my own understanding?
Well, எனக்கு வந்து challenges பிடிக்கும். Like Rangastalam was just I've never even been to a village before. So, but it was shocking for me because நான் வந்து பெருசா homework கூட பண்ணல. ஆனா it was like in the first day I became one of them. I think because somewhere I feel that empathy plays a very, very big as a child itself, like I've always known to be an empathetic, like I relate very easily to every person, every circumstance around me. So I think it's something that helps a lot in my career.
Right.
So even with Rachna, it's very I try to be as honest in a fake situation.
Right.
So it's I haven't really. I don't think it's, you know, like you say, like Rangastalam is so out of my anything that I can draw from my own subconscious. But still, I think it was the same for me to play her and to play Rangas.
What about Rachna though? I mean, when you heard of this film, what struck you about the role that Shraddha Srinath played in the first film?
Well, what struck me about the role, first of all, it's very rare for like no frills attached for a hero. You know, like there's nothing that's over the top. It's very a very real character. She could be one of us. In fact, sometimes it's very she could be me. She, you know, and it's very rare that that heroines get those roles. They always get to play something that's dumber than them.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
So it's very nice to play a role that is not that way. You don't have to dumb yourself down.
Right. And நீங்க கண்டிப்பா ஒரிஜினல் ஃபில்ம் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க இல்லையா?
Yeah, பார்த்திருக்கேன்.
And what do you suppose you brought into this film that's fiercely yours?
Well,
because ஒரு character
இந்த படத்துல வந்து content is the hero. It's not me that's the hero. It is the content that is the hero. I am just driving the content into a larger audience. அவ்வளவுதான். I believe that it was a story that could have had a bigger audience, and so I think that, you know, if it's a known face on the poster, people come, but in the end, the content is what will make it, you know, make them come back and make them come.
எனக்கு என்னன்னா இப்போ சில டைம் வந்து as visualized in the writing இல்லையா, I often find that when different actors play the same role, the roles come across differently.
That time I think definitely நிறைய பேர் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க, do you play a more innocent journalist in this? From the trailer we figured out, like, no, that's just my face. That's her face. She has a bit of a strong face.
Right.
Like, oh, இந்த angle வேற இருக்கா.
Right. So you're saying the money subliminal, even without planning
those aspects just creep.
In a way, can this be viewed as an empowering film for women?
See, I think that it more than as an empowering, it has. So when in the padam paakumbodhu, you know, when I saw the final edit, I was dubbing for it, and just when you think it's a thriller, suddenly it becomes like a mystery, and suddenly it becomes like an emotional. It like makes you teary-eyed. So it just like kind of takes you on this journey.
Right.
And it didn't do anything for the sake of doing it. He didn't try to play with the audience like he was not playing, it was just flowing, you know. In a thriller, that's very very
right.
shocking.
வேணும்ட்டு needless misleading
illa, you know. It and at the end it just tied up quite beautifully.
Right. இல்ல ஏன் கேக்குறேன்னா, I think அந்த முதல் படத்துல I remember சில situations எல்லாம் the girl would sort of have to fight against several men around her. You know, one who says poro nirtiko, the other who's already trying to dissuade her from doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so at one point it seems like it's just her against, you know, இந்த உண்மையை கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்காக நான் எத்தனை பேரை எதிர்க்க வேண்டியிருக்கு.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to see it like that, yeah, I guess அதனால தானே like the look also is like more of a tomboy, because she's constantly in a man's world. She's trying to do something in a very man's world, whether it's with the police, whether it's working as a journalist. She's in a man's world constantly. So I think which is why she looks also as tomboyish as we could.
And she's also not the sort to shirk from making advances on a guy she likes, and you know, there's that also, you know, like the mirror உட்கார்ந்துட்டு அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு.
Yeah, Pawan Kumar is definitely a ladies' man.
Right. And I remember, I think almost பெண்கள் எல்லாமே கொஞ்சம் ஒரு மாதிரி on some level ஆண்களால பாதிக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு ஃபீலிங் எனக்கு கிடைச்சது இந்த படத்துல.
There are the little details that, you know, that not everybody can just see it out loud, but it's always hidden and it's always there. It's apparent when you want to see it.
Right. And I remember முதல் படத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் I think a lot of people obviously wrote a lot of good things about it. I think towards the end it tapered off ன்ற மாதிரி ஒரு general consensus, if I remember.
அது நல்லாவே மாத்திருக்காரு அவரு. I think he brought that on with a vengeance.
Really? Okay. So on some level, you.
I'm very happy.
Okay. Some level, you could also say this is probably one of the best road safety films made.
Exactly.
Right. What do you suppose the Tamil film does in a way that the Kannada film didn't?
I think that well, he finally had some money to make it. Yeah, like the director had what his visual was translated finally in the way that it was supposed to be translated. And Pawan Kumar is not the kind of director who says this is enough for a film. இப்போ அவர் வந்து யூட்டர்ன் ஹிட் ஆயிருந்தா, யூட்டர்ன் அங்கே ஹிட், கன்னடாவில் ஹிட், ஆனாலும் நம்ம இப்படியே தான் எடுக்கணும் இன்னும் சொல்லவே இல்லை. லைக் at every moment he bettered the film.
In fact, அதுவே எடுத்திருந்தா கொஞ்சம் monotonous-ஆ கூட இருக்கும் இல்லையா?
Yeah, maybe.
For somebody to just do a scene by scene.
Yeah, for him as well. So at every point he made the film better. And Tamil வந்து, we are at a space where we want to see different kinds of films. Both Telugu, in fact, Telugu and Tamil, we are at a great space where we want to see different films. And so I think that this film is one of those films where you want to go and be challenged, and where you actually, after you come out of the film, this film just still lingers on your mind. I don't remember a film like where I've seen a film and it was with me for at least 2-3 years. Na padam ipo irukra padamgal paatha abde it's over, it's over. But things like Mahanati was the last film that really lingered on my mind. Chila Sau was another Telugu film that lingered in my mind. So very rarely films.
I suppose it's also because in the padam some of the things it talks about are things that we come across in a day-to-day life. And there is also a particular keenness to keep it all grounded. இது உங்க வீடு பக்கத்துல நடக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு சம்பவம், ஒரு வேளச்சேரி ஃப்ளைஓவர்ல சொல்றதா இருக்கட்டும். And the location also plays a big part. Right. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.